What's up, guys? It's your boy Reesie Boy back with another video. Are you guys good? I hope you guys are good. Today marks 1 year for Jama on YouTube. I'm so proud of her. Good job. We're eating a little 6 ounces of pork that I bought from Publix and a little spin wheel. And then we're drinking some Zephyrhills. Let's see, we're drinking this. I've never tried this before, so this is trying a new stuff. So, anyways, let's say, guys, dear God, bless this food and juice. Amen. I was going to do a video at Walmart because I just came back from Walmart. I was going to do a video at Walmart of me shopping, but I didn't get the chance to do it because the music was too loud and everything. So this has zucchini in it. The old me would have never ate zucchini. Oh, so here we go. We're trying it. Zero fat, zero sugar, zero carbs. Ho ho. Vitamin C. I don't know where the heck the vitamin C is. Guys, I don't know what happened to me, but when I was in Texas, okay, I didn't think I could drink hot stuff anymore. And I've told this story about how my cousin gave me something hot. I drank it. Excuse me. And I didn't wake up with that knot in my throat like I usually do for my GERD's disease. And it was so good. But, so ever since then, I've been addicted to tea. And it's better than soda. So it's like, I'll take that. But you still know my peace tea is my favorite. I actually have a can over there. Peace tea. But, what? Someone asked me a good question. Q&A is still coming, guys. I'm still waiting for you guys to come up with some questions that you have for me and Jama. Get some questions for Jama, guys. I hope you guys were in her live today. You would have won some money. If you were in Jama's live. So, who inspires me in life, okay? My biggest inspiration in life in general, fun fact, is my oldest sister. Both of my sisters, actually. Both of my sisters inspired me in life, actually. The reason being is they're hard workers, number one. And I'm really proud of them because growing up, my one sister, we didn't get along at all. At all, right? She really just did not want 2 younger brothers, right? She loved us when we were babies, but when we got older, she was just like, I'm checked out. And she babysat us a lot. So it was probably really, really hard for her growing up. And we were annoying. We would get in their stuff. We would bother them when they were with their friends, you know, typical little brother stuff. And we would steal their stuff. We would break into their rooms. There was a lot of stuff that we did that was bad, you know. But they still loved us at the end of the day, but they just did not like us. But as they got older and they moved out, when they moved out, it was really sad because as much as we argued, like I had one sister that like we did not get along with, but at the end of the day, we knew she had our back. And then we had another sister that was like our favorite sister to babysit us and everything. And she was like super, super sweet and super, super, super like gentle and everything. Took after my mother. And then my other sister took after my father too. But they were never abusive to us, right? So when they moved out, when they lived a few hours from us, or not even hours, probably like a few, maybe in 1 hour. But when they moved out, they started missing us like crazy. They're like, I miss my little brothers. Like, I miss, like they were like, I miss hanging out with them and stuff like that. So then they would come and get me and my brother, and they would take us away for the weekends, and we would stay with them at their apartment and have so much fun. And they would take us shopping, and they would teach us how to like hold a purse and be like, babe, like basically be like, yes or no, how to treat women. So like I would be the perfect boyfriend because I was raised by my sisters and my mother and other parents and other, females in my life. And go, we know how to like help you hold your purse. We know how to tell you that looks good or doesn't look good. We know how to be patient when you're getting your nails done or your hair done, or if you're having your cycle or whatever it was. Like, we know how to be, like, that's probably why my brother's in a good marriage right now, because he knows how to be that for his wife. And I'm not tooting my horn, but literally, like, I know how to be, like, anyone who meets me that's a girl and I'm super close with, like, that's why I had a lot of girls that were friends. That doesn't make you gay if you hang out with a lot of females. I hate that people do that nowadays. But at my school, I hanged out with a lot of girls because they were fun and they were different and they clinged to me. It wasn't me choosing that. Like, I wanted guy friends, but like girls just always cling to me. I don't know why. Like, I'd be the guy over there that you knew he was straight, but he was like he was a football player and whatever, but like always was sworn by the cheerleaders or the band or whatever. And it's just like, I was friends with everybody. I did not discriminate. I was not rude to anybody. Like, I had friends with everybody. I was bullied for it all through high school, but whatever. But my sisters taught me how to do that. And I will never forget, like, there was this girl that bullied me at school. Excuse me, when I went to my Christian school, to the point where I didn't even want to go to school. And when my sister, who's the quiet one, found out, she's like, do you need me to come to school? I'll beat her up. I don't play that game. You don't mess with my little brother. And she would walk me home from school every day. She's like, I wish she would do something. Like, the hood part came out. And my sister's like super quiet. But she's like, don't mess with my brother. And she's like, I'm ready. I'm like, I'm ready. Let's go. But everyone knows that I'm really gentle. I'm not a fighter. And I'm like, no. But I remember I confronted her about it, the bullying. And fun fact, she was being bullied by other people at school and at home. And she just saw a weaker person. And then we became best friends. And then she went like, no one messed with me. And she was sad that I left the school and that I got kicked out of the school. But anyways, when they moved away, they started hanging with us. And then when we moved to our rental house before we came here, they would come get us and stuff. And we would do sleepovers and stuff. And I remember the last sleepover we did, we watched Chicken Little, The Sky is Falling, the movie. And my sister's boyfriend at the time, his sister Danielle, shout out to you, Danielle, wherever you are. I had like the biggest crush on her. But, I was like, if my sister marries your brother, would that be weird? And they're like, no, you could still do that. People marry into the families all the time. So I was like, that would be cool. But she was way older than me. She was like in college. I was still in high school. It was not going to work. But I had the biggest crush on Danielle. And she was so scared of that movie. Like, we made fun of her for days because she did not like that movie. And we're like all hanging out. My best friend Steve is with us. We're watching Chicken Little, eating Domino's pizza. And we would always spend our weekends with my sisters. Always. Like, after my football game, they would like pick me up and we would go hang with them. And then when we moved to Florida, they missed us for like the first 6 months that we were here. And then they surprised us randomly. Like, I'll never forget it. I would go to school every day, right? I was going to this school. We were living with my grandparents at the time when this house was being built. And I remember I went to school that morning. I got out of school at 2. And I remember I came home and my grandma's car was gone. And I'm like, where's my grandma? And my grandpa was home. He opened the door for me, let me in. My grandma, and I miss my grandma to death. Rest in peace, Grandma. I miss you. She'd be so proud of me with my weight loss. Jamaican grandma. So she always had a plate like this, sitting right here with my napkin, my fork, and everything. And then a little sign that said, from Grandma, love, or it'd be like, format, by Grandma, love Grandma, da-da-da, whatever it was. And it was always like a turkey burger with some french fries and like a ginger ale, because that was like only soda that they would let in their house. And then I would sit there and watch my TV shows or whatever. And my grandpa would be in his room making pictures or reading the Bible or whatever. And then usually my grandma would be home. She'd be in her room on the phone, talking to her family in Jamaica, would say, hi, my grandson, I love you, da-da-da, how was school? I'd be like, good. And then she would sit there and talk for hours and I would eat my food and then I would go to my room. But this day she wasn't there. I said, where's Grandma? Because usually I would go out with her. She never would leave me there by myself. I would always go out with her. So I'm like, where's Grandma? But I left it alone. And then she came in the garage, came in the house, I'm sitting there watching and then the doorbell rings, and I'm like, who's this? And I thought it was my best friend Jamie, and I go open the door, and there's my sisters, my brother, and my sister's boyfriend. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are here, and I hug them really tight. And then they surprised us, and then they went to the school to surprise my mom and my little brother, and then they surprised my dad when he came, and it was just a really good surprise. So my sister's been doing that all this time, surprising me when they come to tell me. They don't tell me when they're coming, they just show up. And it was really cool. But I love my sisters. Like, my sisters literally, you can't ask for better sisters. You really can't. Like, I have the best sisters in the world. Like, so cool. Like, our bond grew over the years. Like, I talked to my one sister, like, literally, if it's not every single day, it's like every other day. And if it's not like every single day, it's definitely like on Fridays or Saturdays. And now that she's a mother and she's married, like when she told me she was engaged, I remember I was in my room, bad as could be. And my brother just got married. I didn't go to his wedding. He was mad at me. His wife wasn't talking to me. And I still regret that to this day. And I remember they're sitting at the dining room table. The first thing on my mouth is, you're not dying, are you? Like, I was so scared because they're sitting there and I'm just like, what the heck? Like, you all are here. Like, what happened? Like, I'm like, you're not dying. Like, I literally was like holding her hand. You're not dying, are you? And she's like, no, sweetie. She's like, he asked me to marry him. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I smiled so big because I've always wanted her to get married. My sisters to be happy, married, have kids, whatever. And I was so happy. Like, I cried a little bit because I was so happy for her. I was just like, oh my God, my sister's getting married. And then they were like, we want you to be a part of the wedding. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, I'm so fat and miserable right now. I don't want to be a part of a wedding. But I went to the wedding because she's like, I will drag your butt out of the house and drag you to that wedding. You're coming to my wedding. And I was like, I'm coming, all right. But it was a beautiful wedding. Beautiful. It wasn't the one that she really wanted because it rained, because you never know with Florida. But it was a really pretty venue, and it was amazing. They did a good job. The dancing, the singing, the speeches. Her twin sister did a speech that everyone was crying because she cried. And I'm like so proud of her right now. So one day you guys will get to meet her. One day. I pray to God you guys will get to meet her. But in that time frame, you guys will get to meet her. But I can show you guys the family. This is the whole family right here. If you guys can see it, that's the whole family. On our farm, playing in our little kid pool. And we're having fun. That's everybody. Everybody. And some girl. I don't know who this girl is. This other girl. But this is everybody. I love that picture. I'm going to frame that picture. That's the one picture I have where everyone was happy. I love it. I'm going to frame it. But anyways, guys. Yeah, I love my sisters. They're everything to me. So if you guys have sisters, comment below what your sisters mean to you. And go support Drama TV, guys. She had a mega live this morning. I'm going to go live again with her tomorrow. So come with your questions. We'll do a Q&A. We're doing Sonic, guys, on June 1st, guys. So come up with some other restaurants that you want me to do with Drama TV. And let us know if we should do a separate channel together. And we do skits and stuff. But have an awesome day, guys. Love you guys. Happy Saturday. And stay blessed and stay safe. And go get you some of this tea. Bye-bye.